Are you looking for the best foldable phones? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best phones on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. OnePlus Open. The OnePlus Open is a slightly more affordable foldable phone compared to some others on this list, but a lower price does not mean any compromises on quality. In terms of size, the OnePlus Open is thinner and lighter than the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5 and the Google Pixel Fold, while also housing a slightly larger battery than the two. It introduces the Open Canvas software that features a UI that is ideal for multitasking as you glide through different apps seamlessly. The OnePlus Open also takes some lovely pictures with its somewhat bulky, triple-lens camera configuration and 48MP sensor, though it doesn't perform too well in low light. We won't call this phone cheap, but if you're looking for a quality foldable at a slightly lower price tag, it's hard to look past the OnePlus Open. At number 2. Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5. The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5 is the pinnacle of foldable phone technology today. With an excellent chipset, some lovely and reasonably durable 120Hz displays, and a winning form factor, Samsung is really leading the foldable charge. The best bits of the Z Fold 5 are the usual things Samsung excels at. The inner display is gorgeous and near edge to edge, and using this tablet-style display really does make a big productivity difference. Meanwhile, the cameras, while not flagship level, are very competitive. There are some downsides, though these likely come down to personal preference. The form factor of the Z Fold series is notably tall, far taller than some of the competitors, so you may prefer a slightly stubbier offering. Plus, the cost is steep if you're used to non-foldable prices. Still, it's the best foldable phone on the market right now. At number 3. Google Pixel Fold. This is Google's first attempt at a foldable, and you can definitely tell. As with all foldables, the Google Pixel Fold hasn't quite perfected the user interface, though it's getting close. We'd trust Samsung's durability over the Pixel Fold, simply for its experience in this area. Meanwhile, the Tensor G2 chip inside isn't quite as capable as the Snapdragon in competitors' foldables, and this gap only increases with the 5th generation of Samsung's Z series. What the Google Pixel Fold does offer is an excellent camera setup that we'd pick as the best of the foldable bunch, which is a big benefit for sure. The form factor may be preferable to you, with the outer display feeling more usable thanks to the phone's thinness when closed. There's also no gap when it's folded, which helps everything feel neater and more sturdy. The Google Pixel Fold is an expensive foldable compared to the rest of the market. It offers a lot, but it's hard to feel that the extra money is worth it. We have a Google Pixel Fold review if you want to learn more. At number 4. Huawei Mate X3. Right off the bat, let's get it out of the way, this is the most expensive foldable we've found. That in itself is a big drawback. If you do find yourself in the position to purchase this phone, it does have some very impressive features. The Huawei Mate X3's triple camera setup offers fantastic 4K video recording, regardless of how far you've zoomed in, coupled with a sleek and bright display on all screens to view your lovely video work. There's a solid battery life here with fast charging, so you don't have to wait hours for your shiny new X3 to get some juice. Meanwhile, the physical design of the phone is also really nice, the hinge proves to be strong and there's no gap when the phone is fully folded, as you'd expect for such a hefty price. The phone is the slimmest and lightest on the market. However, there are a couple of drawbacks that may change your mind. The Mate X3 runs off the last generation Snapdragon chipset, hampering its long-term performance somewhat. It also doesn't use Google Apps, so if you're not comfortable with that, you best look at a different option. At number 5. Oppo Findin 2. The Oppo Findin 2 is a wonderful foldable thanks to its slight form factor. With this sort of passport-sized design, the Findin 2 is easily pocketable, and the outer screen is far more usable than the taller counterparts out there. Better yet, Oppo has managed to reduce the crease on the inner screen slightly beyond the competitors. Combine this with the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, and it competes on power too. There are, at least on paper, very few downsides to the Findin 2. If you prefer the form factor, it's a very easy recommendation. That is, however, until you start using it. This is no dramatic downside, most foldables struggle here, but the inside screen of the Findin 2 is almost perfectly square, meaning various Android apps struggle. What's worse, the aspect ratio is completely useless for watching videos, something many people may want to do on the big screen that a foldable offers. Combine this with the fact that Oppo doesn't even seem to sell the device anymore, and it might be a little hard to find. Still, we prefer it to Google's offering primarily because of its form factor and the preferable Snapdragon chip. It's a tight competition, but if you don't want a tall foldable, we'd go here.